And Normal Medical Show, big crypto clip. Big crypto clip come up. Enjoy. Get ready for crypto clip. You'll be Toyota Tundra millionaire. Crypto, play it. Come soon. Normal America Crypto Opportunity Show. Normal America Awesome Crypto Deal. Host Rob Noerr. Abada. Crypto. Bring you crypto tips. Then you make Toyota Tundra millionaire. Rob Noerr do a show. Normal America. Rob Noerr. Bring up Cam. Camera. Dad. Ultimate. Normal America Crypto. You too. You go crypto, Ethereum, Bitcoin, or Bitcoin, Ethereum. You make money, a big house. Go to village, big house. Enjoy. Your family enjoy. Big crypto tips come your way on Normal America Show today. Coach Mim give me big tip. Me, Rob Noerr, happy to be here. Giving you big time tips. It will be a great show. Look forward to it. We have music, live entertainment, and crypto tips so you too could buy a big Toyota Tundra. Camera, it's the camera, it mess up a little. I don't understand talk of accent. It's a bit of cold, little sick. I show you X account, Ubada. X account, Rob Noerr. You see me. Man, thank God every day I take step of light, faith, and trusty process. Be seeing blessings ever since. Got a new truck, had work, crypto pay off. Nobody shake vision. Coach Mim, Thank you, Coach Mim. Toyota Tundra. Abada. Tundra. Abada. Tundra. Crypto. Invest with Coach Mim. Crypto. A great America truck. Great truck. You invest in crypto or open the Coach Mim. It bring you success. Now, what we need, you send me email. Rob Noerr X, send me email and social security number. And we get you crypto file with big money. Today I buy house. Crypto, real blessing. I just yesterday made a profit, 120 US dollars thousand. And today, walking into first home. Like, wow, crazy feel. Faith and grind pay off. Coach Mim guiding through journey. Today we need $2,000. $2,000 of US dollar. Bring go for Rob Noerr. Rob Noerr. For America show and Crypto America. You buy the crypto coin and it's been big. We you know me. You know Rob. You know you send me dono. This my account. You send dono and then we buy the crypto and big village spend money. I play band, make song, a song about the crypto, play for you.
Dollar on my mind, Niger on my plate. From my little phone, I dey buy a stage. Study with small change that I bundle. Now my wallet heavy like Toyota Tundra. Neighbors in my house say, who be this song cool? I say, na small internet also no wahala. I shout, yes sir! When the chart go higher, eating fried plantain with American swagger. My mama asks, you sure say this thing legal? I say, mommy relax, I be digital eagle. Cryptocurrency, turn me to big baller. From one small room to mansion with crawler. New Tundra outside, see the paint color. Everybody shout, I'ma send me the dollar. Cryptocurrency, money just a shower. 100,000 plus every blessed hour. I dey thank God, I dey thank my root. And now why my laugh on they sound like power. My guy dey vexy, teach me that thing. I say, first buy data make a hearing. He say, Omo, you can't dey speak for him. I say, bro, na accent of the winning team. I dey drop suya, but I talk like cowboy. Howdy, partner. As I count my coins, I stay at the jail, look me like I be envoy. I pay out right, man, no fee, I enjoy. Cryptocurrency, turn me to big baller. From one small room to mansion with crawler. New Tundra outside, see the paint color. Everybody shout, I'ma send me the dollar. Cryptocurrency, money just a shower. 100,000 plus every blessed hour. I dey thank God, I dey thank my root. And now why my laugh when they sound like power. From Okada to Tundra. From neighbor generator to solar. From who you be to saw, we hail ya. Or become my coin to Zangala. Zanga. Cryptocurrency, hey! Turn me to big baller. From one small room to mansion with crawler. New Tundra outside, see the paint color. Everybody shout, come on, send me the dollar. Cryptocurrency, money just a shower. 100,000 plus every blessed hour. I did thank God, I did thank my root. And now why my laugh, cause they sound like power. Dollar on my mind.
Crypto, send dollar, big cryptocurrency. 17 US dollar. Kaliran mil. $2 US dollar first. Kaliran ma. $2. I stunk cryptocurrency. AJC $5. A big invest Bitcoin today. Thank you, Coach Noerr. Social media make thousands. Thank you, the crypto. Send the dollars in for the US dollars crypto. Tomask, and then $4 to $10. You collect all Ethereums and Bitcoin, Tether, the Euro Tether, crypto, blockchain. Put in a blockchain. You send money now. Super chat. Send money. And you put in a big Toyota Tundra. You see, this is, you know me, Rob, this picture. My Tundra. And me hand there with Bitcoin, Ethereum. And you send money. Send money super chat to normal America Crypto Awesome Deal Show and get crypto, Bitcoin and Ethereum, Tether. We play. I have to go soon. Bring Cello. Have some trouble. Send in the money. Send in it'd be super chat. America. One more music, then big politics show.
Done.
The bull of rock, North America coin. Bring a dollar, crypto dollar. Other side, you see, crypto. You take US dollar. Send it with Ethereum and crypto. Bitcoin. Bitcoin, you send email, Bitcoin, and Tether. You take the money and Bitcoin. You put in, and you have truck and house. You get them, and the real money, it come. Bitcoin, that way it come. From the money you put in, it's secure. And you send money, put in super chat, they will make Tether to Ethereum and Bitcoin. And then it's secure, you get money. Play one song left, then bring show back.
Dollar on my mind, Nigeria on my plate. On my little phone, I they buy a state. Study with small change that I bundle. Now my wallet heavy like Toyota Tundra. Neighbors in my house say, who be this uncle? I say, na small internet also no wahala. I shout, yes sir! When the chart go higher, eating fried plantain with American swagger. My mama asks, you sure say this thing legal? I say, mommy relax, I be digital eagle. Cryptocurrency, turn me to big baller. From one small room to mansion with crawler. New Tundra outside, see the paint color. Everybody shout, I'ma send me the dollar. Cryptocurrency, money just a shower. 100,000 plus every blessed hour. I dey thank God, I dey thank my root. And now why my laugh on they sound like power. My guy they vexy, teach me that thing. I say, first buy data make a hearing. He say, Omo, you can't speak for him. I say, bro, the accent of the winning team. I dey chop suya, but I talk like cowboy. Howdy, partner. As I count my coins, estate agent look me like I be envoy. I pay out right man, no fee hide enjoy. Cryptocurrency, turn me to big baller. From one small room to mansion with crawler. New Tundra outside, see the paint color. Everybody shout, I'ma send me the dollar. Cryptocurrency, money just a shower. 100,000 plus every blessed hour. I dey thank God, I dey thank my root. And now I my laugh and they sound like power. From Okada to Tundra. From neighbor generator to solar. From who you be to saw we hell ya. Or become my coin to Zangala. Cryptocurrency, turn me to big baller. From one small room to mansion with crawler. New Tundra outside, see the paint color. Everybody shout, I'ma send me the dollar. Cryptocurrency, money just a shower. 100,000 plus every blessed hour. I dey thank God, I dey thank my root. And now why my laugh when they sound like power. Dollar on my mind.
Well, what's going on? Hey, everyone. Welcome to Noerr Mac Show. Host Rob Noerr. I don't know. It was weird. I was supposed to start at 10. I just came onto my StreamYard and it was already running. So I don't know what was going on there. But hey, glad a bunch of people were here. It's weird. It's like I didn't even set up the fucking video. It was just on. But anyways, banger new intro song. Thank you all for being here. Got a good show for you lined up tonight. I don't know if you guys knew this. I got hacked by some Nigerian scammers. My ex account. This shit though. Somehow my StreamYard's still connected to it. This guy, disgraceful Gropper, he's really pissed about the whole thing. I'm a scared little bitch. Have a space. Start having people up. Huh? I guess it's damn. Very contentious, the Nigerians taking my ex account. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I got a fucking message back from X. It's a joke. Here's the message I got. So just to rehash what happened yesterday, I'm doing the extravaganza. Get a text message. As I'm doing the extravaganza, I lose my X account. Text message from a Nigerian number. Says, do you want your X account back? $200. I say no. So I sent in a bunch of forms that everything X says you're supposed to do, including a Photoshop of the fucking people texting my personal phone number, demanding $200 to get my show back. It's quite evident that based on everything I've ever posted on X, never been posting about crypto or Coach Mim, that wasn't me. Despite all this, I send it to X. I get an automated message back. And then this morning, they finally got back to me. Here's what the fine folks at X told me. They said, hello. Thanks for reaching out. We're sorry to hear you're having difficulty accessing your account. We reviewed your case, and it looks like there have been recent changes to the email associated with your account. To better protect you and ensure your account's security, I'm like, all right, we're good. They're going to say, send this in, blah, 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 blah. To better protect you and ensure your account's security, we are unable to assist you at this time. We kindly request you wait at least 7 days before you file another request for assistance with regaining access to your account. We appreciate your understanding. I do not understand. Don't appreciate my understanding. Fuck you. I paid for Supergrok and verification on X. So I will be contacting my bank tomorrow to make sure that there's no more payments that go to X. And then I will be demanding a refund to the best of my ability from X. We'll see how that fucking goes. What a mess, though. I get it. Like, it's amazing to me that someone must have looked at it and was like, yeah, your email changed, but hey, there's just not dick all we could do right now. Try again in a week, and then we'll tell you in a week there's not dick all we could do as well. So, I saw that, and I did the extravaganza with Andrew today. So I saw he posted out to X support. But, yeah, I just don't know. So, I don't know. It's not the end of the world. Now they started to DM. So if you've ever messaged me on X, you're probably going to get a DM from my X account that's no longer my X account. And they're going to be trying to sell you on some crypto bullshit. Don't do it. Don't fucking buy it. It's horseshit. It's not me. So, you got the coin? Oh, no! Don't get the coin! Coach Mim. Yes, Coach Mim has the inside info. Of course. You can look at some of Rob's great posts. Thank you. Grateful to my coach. Apparently, I made $120,000 profit yesterday. How do I get access to that money? I would like that money. Also, who the hell is in my new truck? Yeah, see, big mistake. You guys were buying trucks, and big problem. Yeah, Coach Mim got you the coin. Well, I'm sorry to say it wasn't me. I don't know why I went to Florida for my Nigerian truck. I don't have good taste in trucks. Yes, all true. All true. Who the hell set my goal at $2,000? Oh yeah, you like that, Marcellery? My Rumble Wallet ad today? Yeah. I'm a great advert reader. You want to go all in on Rob's crypto? I'm afraid that the identity thief that stole my X account, I would not trust his crypto coin. I'm just saying. Or her. Could be a her. We don't know. We don't want to stereotype Nigerian scammers as only potentially being men. Women can scam as well as men. It could be a female Nigerian scammer. We don't know. We don't want to stereotype here. Imaginarium's all in on Coach Mim. What a fucking mess. So, that's true. 2000's nothing. I made 120K yesterday. Thanks, Marcellery. I appreciate it. I really do. I don't know. I don't know if I used a credit card or not, but yeah, I will look into a chargeback. See, Robert Whaley got the DM. $5 says, I got a DM from you today. I blocked because my address and DMs from Everson supposed to send me merch. Everson send you the merch yet? We'll get her done. Yeah, everyone who's ever messaged me on X is probably going to get ridiculous DMs now. I really apologize. I don't know what to do about it. I would just, if it was a solution just to destroy the account, that's fine. But, Dean Jacobs, thanks for the 5 gifted memberships. Appreciate it. GG, $2 says, Whipcoin to the moon. Nay. AJC, $5 says, we are Vibranium. Now you're talking. Naughty Charm, $5. Thank you as always, my friend. Tish Bromley, $2 says, Whoop Dance Party. Nice. Flavius over on Rumble. What an absolute Chad. $100. Says gold has been good to this shabbiest of gentlemen, I'll say, since I'm on. What a legend, Flavius. Thank you so much, man. Gold working out for you. I hear crypto's where it's at. So says Coach Mim. Terrible. Anyways, who gives a shit, right? First world problems. Could be worse. Could be a World War III, right? Not there yet. At this point, I have to say, I was talking to my wife about this today. I was reading on my new X account, I was reading some stories. I've always been up in the air about the death penalty. For a while, I was against it because the idea that we could screw up and it's final. Now, you can screw up with other sentences as well, but there's something about the finality of killing someone and then finding out you were mistaken. And so I didn't see the harm of life in prison. But there are certain crimes that I've been seeing lately that's maybe changed my mind. Such as the Nigerians that stole my X account. I'm a non-interventionist, but if Trump decides tomorrow to invade Nigeria, I'm all for it. Fuck them. That's it. The government of Nigeria has been no help to me whatsoever. I can only assume they're involved. I demand that the United States and NATO immediately declare Nigeria a hostile nation and use whatever force necessary to get my X account back. That's what protected Americans is all about. That's America first. That's what Trump should be doing. That's how I feel. Yeah, that's right. I will be boycotting any Nigerian-owned businesses around me in rural Pennsylvania. I'm sorry. Boycott. Not putting up with it. I'm drawing a line in the sand. That's right. If they could do it to someone who was mentioned on Joe Rogan, who couldn't they do it to? So, I know, look, hopefully these peace talks in Iran go well. Let's wind that down and let's bring the boys home and ship them off to Nigeria to get my account back. Jabroni, member for 5 months, says, buy Jabroni coin. Keep me in bourbon and weed. I don't know about all that. Now listen, I will tell the story of how this happened. I started to tell it on the extravaganza. So let me tell you as a cautionary tale how to not get scammed for your X account by Nigerians. What had happened was I'd received this email by this Nigerian doctor. Now somehow this doctor, he seemed very reputable. He was playing on an insecurity of mine and claimed that he was going to send me some sort of cream to help out with an issue. It's a personal issue. Don't worry about it. So I thought it sounded like an exciting opportunity. After all, I've heard great things about the healthcare system in countries that are further out east than us. So I was like, I'll give this a shot, herbal remedies and what have. Next thing I know, my account's hacked. Terrible. I don't know what to do. And also, my medical issue unresolved, might I also add. So that's a shame. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Now, in reality, I have no idea. I did not have a weak password. It was not, I'll say this about the password. It was not like one generated by an app or anything like that, but it was $22 characters with numbers, special characters, and letters and capitalized letters. And every, I remember when I typed it in, it said it was very strong, is what it said. I did not do the two-factor authentication, which was a mistake, and I'll make sure I do that everywhere now. The reason was it would give me problems sometimes. I had trouble with it when I used to have it set up on my phone. Sometimes when I was trying to sign in an X on my phone, it was giving me trouble. I was having trouble with it. So I was like, And what's really the value of someone's X account? I would have thought. I'm not the account itself only has like 4,000 subs or something. If I check, 8,000 followers, 8,600 followers. But I'm not monetized and I don't get a lot of engagement. Like my pinned tweet has 30,000 views. But I suppose thinking about it, they probably aren't really, they're probably just fishing for any account they could get, would be my guess. So no one asked me to put 3 fingers in front of my face, So, but I will make sure I do two-factor authentication from here on out. Yeah, you got to do two-factor until they send the cream. Am I debating tonight? Not that I know of. What I primarily used X for is just curating stuff I like, news. That's it. So I kind of gave up on. I feel like, if I could be honest, I think that Elon did a reasonable job of taking X from a place that was intentionally censoring conservative points of view and opening it up. But there's problems. Once they started to allow you to monetize your own content, which it's like, okay, good. It seems like people learned how to manipulate the algorithm so that some of the worst people that are basically saying nothing interested are favored by the algorithm. And so I got tired of just plugging away at like typing out a post or something and getting like 3 people that would watch it. It just didn't seem like I would have much better luck just if I had something to say, just going live and doing a video than I would trying to type something on X. So I just use it. I communicate very little on X. I might make the odd comment here or there, but the vast majority of the stuff I used to put videos up on X, didn't get any engagement. So I just was like, fuck it. I'll just keep it as sort of a news source. And then I did, enjoy it for that. I thought that I had set the algorithm where I was getting stories that were critical of Trump, stories that were critical of Democrats, stories that were critical of Republicans, and I had a nice algorithm going there. So now the biggest problem I have with it is it's an annoyance to the people that follow me or the people that are going to get direct messages now from the Nigerian scammers. That's what pisses me off the most. Because that's not fair to other people. But nonetheless, so now I'm Noerr 6093. Check out my sweet new X account here. Hey! I have 3 followers. I joined April 2026. I will not be getting verified. Kiss my ass. Yeah, that is true. All my followers are high IQ Chads, so they should be okay. A couple more super chats, and we'll get into some stories. GC Mike, thanks for being a member, man. Appreciate it. Crucible Crusader, $2 says, I got your awesome crypto message, Rob. Thank you. I'm glad it helped out. Yeah, it's very weird. Like I don't think they could figure out why I still have access on the back end. But that access on the back end through StreamYard is not doing me any good. So somehow I don't have access to the X account, but I can still broadcast to it. Isn't that fucking weird? Crucible Crusader, thanks for the 5 gifted memberships. I just don't know. It's a very confusing ordeal. The stream key, but why can't I use that stream key to get my account back? Surely they'd be able to boot me off that, right? They'd be able to say remove it from that device, you would think. I don't know. It's a big old mess. I know that. Yeah, that's it. Old man yells at clouds. What do we want to talk about today? Looking at the stories I have highlighted. Remember this guy, Jake Lang? He's out near Mamdani's house protesting about immigration and shit, right? You remember that? And then you had these psychopath Muslims that threw an explosive device. Anybody remember this story? Feels like it was forever ago. It was only like a month. Anybody remember? Buddha Customs, thanks so much for the $5. Says from Brokey to Billionaire, thanks to Rob's crypto advice. Just got to get an email from the lawyer in Bangladesh. Yeah! You made it. You finally made it, man. Yeah, so here's some news that broke on that from yesterday. This is from the New York Post. ISIS-loving New York City bombing suspects mused about blowing right-wing agitator in half and desire to kill up to 60 civilians. 2 ISIS-inspired bombing suspects were caught musing about blowing up white supremacist Jake Lang and maiming up to 60 victims, both cops and civilians, and dash cam footage from their car ride to an anti-Muslim protest outside the Gracie Mansion last month, according to the bombshell indictment. Amir Balat and Ibram Kayumi were indicted Tuesday for allegedly hurling 2 homemade incendiary devices in an ISIS-inspired March 7th attack, so exactly a month ago, during dueling protests outside Mamdani's office and residence. The 2 homegrown terrorists were caught on footage from built-in dashboard camera on their ride from Pennsylvania to Manhattan, casually chatting about how they planned to target Lang, who organized the rally, hateful rally, and hoped he would be split in half. The pair also discussed how they wished for maximum casualties and their chilling backup plan to toss the explosives in a cafe if all else failed. All I know is I want to start terror, bro, Koyumi allegedly said in their recording. I want to petrify these people. Now, the news to me, there's 2 things. One, just how fucking evil that they were like, let's try to kill at least 60 people. Number one. And second, that it was pre-planned to attack Jake Lang himself. That I did not know. So it was an intentional targeting of a conservative. Now, Jake Lang, like him or hate him, remember the footage of him getting the shit beat out of him by Antifa? Like a month prior to that? This was in January, him being attacked by Muslims. Now, he was insulting the Quran and claimed that he was going to burn it. He got stabbed then at one point too, I think in a third incident, or maybe it was later in that incident. Now, here's the dirty truth about Islam. And we've talked about it before on the show. The sad thing is, their violence is working. Half this country would say, hey, Jake Lang, that's what you get. But do you think if someone got stabbed at their art museum, Piss Christ, making fun of Jesus, etc., you think people would be up there? That's just the way it is. The double treatment is getting to be a bit absurd. And if it had been left-wing protesters that a right-winger tried to use an explosive device against or beat the shit out of, you damn be sure it would have been a big news story. Now, we had ISIS terrorism on the streets of New York a month ago trying to kill 60 civilians and a right-wing protester. What article in a paper? Did you hear anything about it? Not really. Over and done with. This is the case over and over again. We see violent left-wing protesters, and if they decide to beat the shit out of people and those people fight back, the right-wingers get arrested. Meanwhile, when they have to arrest the violent left-wing protester because they're throwing like an explosive device, mum's the word. Thanks, Buddha Customs. $5 says, Andrew says, sports stream the sport, Andrew. Let's get the bar full before midnight, not one step back. Thank you, man. The $2,000, I think that was someone who started the stream before me. We just shoot for $357 here would be a nice goal. 2,000 would be nice, but I ain't worried about it. This was that same protest. That guy you just saw getting beat, Jake Lang. Here it is later. Now, you guarantee if it was the other way, if there was a pro-Trump rally and people came in and were beating the shit out of one anti-Trump protester, police would have been there in a heartbeat. But yeah, I don't care, disgraceful Gropper, if he was looking for it. You don't piss on an image of Jesus Christ unless you're looking for it. Except they do, and they get away with it. You don't show up to Trump rallies unless you're looking for it. Except they do, and they get away with it. The point is, as a society, we either say, here are the rules. If you show up to counter-protest, expect to get your ass beat, and the police stand down and do nothing. Or we say, no, we still enforce the law, even if it's someone showing up as a counter-protester. Now, the truth is, what we largely saw was the left-wing violence ended up basically being effective. It allows them to control the narrative. They set up the violence over and over again, particularly with ICE, knowing that eventually it would lead to a violent confrontation, which they would then get to claim to be the victims. Then, based on their victimhood, they would say that justified eliminating ICE, stopping their funding, kicking them out of cities. It's largely worked. And all of this is for two reasons. One, because huge portions of the Republican Party actually want ICE to fail because they like the illegal immigrants and don't want them. And second, because those that aren't like that are terrible at pushing a narrative, even when it's true. How could you not win how violent these lefties have become and are starting confrontations on a daily basis against law enforcement? And yet, they hardly even attempted to fight on that ground. Now we see the fruits of it. But at least since ICE has largely pulled back from controversial behavior in cities like Minneapolis, at least the violence has stopped, right? So that's good, I guess. April 7th, Seattle. Leftist anti-ICE rioters vandalized the federal building again.
Yeah, I like that. Punk ass faggot!
Guess I should have. I guess I won't be playing that clip. Good work there. They'll still engage in the violence. It's in cities all across the country. They attack these federal buildings in the northeast or northwest all the time. Washington, Oregon. One of the biggest failures from this administration, as far as I'm concerned, is the lack of consequences for the people that engage in these acts of violence. There's been almost none. With actual Telegram channels with them, having access to police technology to scan people's license plates. We have video after video of them attacking people, ICE, and other people they expect of being ICE, sometimes incorrectly. And I'm so tired. Like, listen, I defend Trump on things. I criticize Trump on things, whatever, you know. But one of the narratives I'm tired of is, but it's hard. It's hard. You know? It's very hard. And it takes a while to build a case. Wasn't hard for the lefties. Yeah, but you see, Rob, they're juries and blah, blah, blah. Then do something. Force the juries to find these people innocent. And then charge them again. If you have time to aggressively and controversially promote the Iran war, how about you aggressively promote shit back home? I don't really have a love for Iran or anything like that. But they're not going to beat the shit out of me on the street. They're not going to prevent me from going to speak at a college campus. That's the fucking American left. When will they face consequences? You know, the group that celebrated the assassination of Charlie Kirk? Them? I'm more at threat to a violent fucking Muslim or lefty attacking me at a fucking conservative rally than I am some Iranian. That's what's most frustrating and continues to be why I think it's most aggravating that Trump went through with this foreign policy decisions. It's the reason I was pissed even when it was a decision that was executed near perfectly, like Venezuela. Because it was obvious to me that the focus of the administration was on foreign policy. Now listen, I'm not suggesting that a president has to do everything I say. There is no one in the world that's going to have the exact same political opinions as me. And so there's no politician that is, and there's no political party that is. I get it. Unless I'm running and I win, no one's going to do exactly what I want. So you take the best you can get. I totally understand that. And because maybe the things I want, no politicians out there like ban the FBI, lock up the fucking people at the top of it. Okay, I'm not going to get a lot of the shit that I want. But at some point, I think that I'm right to be frustrated if it's like, can I get anything? And we talked about it yesterday. Trump's done a lot of good. Securing the border, good. If we believe the numbers, net negative migration for the first time in like 60 years, good. He's fired. We have the lowest number of civilian government employees since 1966. Very good. Those weren't really my big issue, though. They're high up there. All that shit's important. For me, it was going after the corrupt people in our system. The corrupt people at the FBI, your James Comey, your Brennans, your people in the Obama administration, your people in the Biden administration, the violent lefties that are attacking people on the street. And there's been very little of that thus far. Now, is it possible that a case will be built? Sure. But that's what we were told the first administration as well. And what did we see? What's up, Casimir? My X account I did not get back. So it becomes frustrating when I could tune in and see lefties once more beating the shit out of right-wingers at a rally or something, and everybody's just like, ho hum. Hey, remember a month ago when those violent Muslims tried to They did throw an explosive that, thank God, didn't go off. Now the guy that murdered Irina Zaratustra and said, I got a white girl. He's been ruled. He hasn't been cleared to be competent to stand trial. What a crock of shit. Now, I say this as someone who has a big place in my heart for people with disabilities. I worked 16 years of my life. I worked with adults with autism and other forms of developmental disabilities. If your disability is so bad that you murdered someone, and then we don't know if you can stand trial, you ought to A, be executed immediately, or B, placed in a facility where, just to be safe, you are never allowed to leave. Ever. Not 10 years from now. He's better now. No. And it shouldn't be a cushy facility. We do not, as a society, have to put up with people that we say, well, they're so incompetent, they didn't know not to murder people. Then you don't get to be with the humans. Sorry. That's that. It's difficult to say this. I've been on the other end of this. I've been on the end where people have treated autistic people and people with disabilities that I worked with like shit for no reason. I'll tell you a story. I think I told this story before. I worked at 2 companies. One I worked for about 2 years, and then the next one I worked for about 14 years. The second company was better than the first, and I primarily worked with one individual for those 14 years. Now, I did a lot of work with other people as well, but roughly a third to a half of the week, every week, unless I was on vacation or something, was with one gentleman who, to this day, is still one of my best friends. He's a great guy. But when I started at this other company, which I did first, maybe around 2008, 2009, the first house they put me in was absolutely insane. The person that I was with was the strongest human being I've ever seen. He was probably close to 6'1", 6'2", weighed around 380, 400 pounds. He's fat, but he was also fucking strong. And given his condition, he didn't really feel pain. There was a lot of violent incidents that occurred. He's very much a danger to himself and to his staff and to society. But then that person ended up getting put into a facility, and I transitioned to work with another gentleman. Now, the next gentleman I worked with was younger. He was like 19. He's nonverbal. And he would hit you, but it was like this. To get your attention. He'd like doing that to your forehead. It did not hurt. Now, if it caught you in the eye or something, it'd be like a little slap. You'd be like, hey, what the fuck? You know, it's not pleasant. But he wasn't violent. He was nonverbal. A very nice young man, though. Really was. He loved to walk. Loved it. He'd walk 12 hours a day. Some fat guy like me, I'm constantly trying to keep up with him. So we had like a little town we lived in, and we would walk the alleys. There's no main roads really. So we'd walk the alleys, and this particular town, there's a bunch, imagine it this way, it's set up sort of like a grid till you get near the outskirts of it. And then there was a way you could go down basically this dirt road. It'd take you right into the woods, right? So we're walking about, we'd take breaks, we'd sit in the curb, and we'd take a basketball with us. There was a basketball court. We'd throw a couple, what do the kids go? Play some of the hoops. You know, we'll play a little bit of the hoops. And we went down this dirt road one day. Sure, no problem. He's nonverbal, but he'd point to where he wanted to go. So we get down the road, and he'd get tired. It was never an issue. Most of the town knew him. Get tired, sit in the curb, people wave, no problem. There's this house, maybe third, fourth house down this dirt road once you start down it. And we sat in the yard, right on the side of the road, the dirt road. And dude comes out of the house. And he's like, what are you doing? And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. We were just walking. My buddy got tired. We'll be up in a second. Just catching our breath. And he's like, you know what this means? And he points to a patch. He's wearing like a, I don't know what to call it. Like a jacket, but you can tell it's military. You know, not like a dress uniform or anything, but he's got like a military patch. It wasn't a medal, it was a patch. I was like, oh, you served? And he's like, and he told me what unit he served when. I didn't know. He's like, you know what that means? And I was like, you know, you serve the country. And he was like, it means that I don't take shit from pieces of shit like you or retards like that. And he points to my guy. And I was like, all right, man. We're getting on our way. And he's like, I'm going to go inside and I'm going to get my rifle ready for some practice shooting. And I just want to let you know, you guys look an awful lot like a deer. So he goes back in the house and I'm trying to get my guy up. And I'm not going to sit here and bullshit you and tell you my guy was like, you know, the smartest guy in the world, right? But he was not totally stupid. He knew what was said. He knew that this guy called him a retard and was threatening him. And so, to his credit or to his stupidity, he was like, he's not going to move. He's kind of like, fuck you, you know? So the dude comes back out on his porch like 2 minutes later, and he doesn't have a weapon. But he's like, I told you, get that fucking retard out of here right fucking now. Right now. And he's like screaming. He was an older guy yet. So I get him up, and we got to moving. And it's a big thing. Like, one of the neighbors called the police, I guess. And so somehow the police contacted our company, and I got a call from the company, and we had to interview with the police and all of this and that and the other. Nothing came of it. So the point I'm trying to make here is that guy that I was taking care of, at least with that one member of the community, was treated like shit for no reason. I'm not one that's going to sit here like a big man and be like, anybody who's got a mental disorder, throw them in a fucking facility, fuck them. That's not me. I thought it was a damn shame. That young man that I was working with, one of the nicest guys you'd ever meet. Great guy. Wasn't bothering anyone. On the other hand, people in that line of work will bullshit you. And they'll be like, oh, you know, every behavior is just a communication. And, you know, if someone's violent, then you have to ask yourself what you did. Now, fuck that. There are people that have disabilities, and the nature of which is they should not be around members of the community. Period. I'm sorry. That's the way it is. I only tell that first story to let you know. I'm not the type of person that's just like, oh, fuck it. Anybody who's disabled, fuck them. I'm not saying that at all. But you also have to be reasonable. Members of the community should not be forced to live around people that are disabled to the point where they don't know you can't be violent towards people. Fuck that. You should give people freedom up to the point they're not dangerous to other people. This guy that killed Irina, if it's true that he's not competent to stand trial, he was left out on what, 37 something other times charges he had, he was left out? It is clear that this is not a human being fit to be around other human beings. End of story. This idea, oh, give them another chance, send them back out, and then if someone else gets hurt, well, let's try to rehabilitate. Fuck all that. Enough's enough. We shouldn't have to live in fear that random people are going to snap on our public transit. Fuck that. And there's another part to this that no one wants to talk about. I don't care. It's true. They fake this shit. I mean, fucking of these criminals that they exaggerate their mental health issues. Oh, they're not competent to stand trial. That's why I say, I don't give a shit if you're faking it or not. One way or the other. You murder someone like that on fucking camera, that's it. You're never in society again. I'm tired of the jumping through hoops of the fucking violent criminals to make sure they're treated as best as possible. Oh, the cashless bail and let them out again. It's not their fault. I played the clip for you yesterday. Fuck it, I'll play it again. I don't care. This is the mentality that so many of the people on the left have when it comes to violent criminals.
I mean, I had to be very raw when we interviewed the young men who were juvenile offenders in San Quentin. I told them about my own loss, where I lost my older sister a few days before my 7th birthday, and I blame myself for her death. And I share that because that they ultimately were accused of committing these violent crimes and sentenced for life. And I think it shocked them that this, blonde lady who was, interviewing them had a similar story, was perhaps in the wrong place at the wrong time, but wasn't punished the way they were, because clearly it was an accident, but theirs was probably an accident too. So anyway.
No, it probably wasn't. They're probably violent fucking criminals. Every time we see this violence, particularly if it's from a minority, oh, well, they face systemic racism and their circumstance and how they grew up and this, that, and the other. Even if all of that was true, fuck you, we should not have to live with these violent criminals. Maybe they have a damn good reason to be a violent criminal. I still should not have to live with them. And the truth is, they don't have a reason. How about personal accountability? Plenty of people are born into hard circumstance and they ain't out murdering people. But when we have so many people in this country, it's just about rehabilitation, and it's not that there's bad people, it's just the circumstance. It was probably an accident. Now here's the thing. At the end of the day, this doesn't affect me all that much. I'm somewhat, for now, not forever, but for now, isolated from this, living in a rural town. You have the occasional violent crime or murder that occurs here, but it's not like this. So when you see, what a slap in the fucking face. Black man kills a white woman on a train, says, I got a white one, slices her throat while people sit there and watch it occur. No one gives a shit. They try to put murals up of her. The murals are vandalized. Their local mayors say, imagine that. Imagine having your throat fucking sliced on public transit, and someone puts a mural up of you, and your very image is deemed divisive because you divisive bastard, got your throat cut by someone from the wrong color. That makes you divisive. She's probably a good lefty in real life. Doesn't matter. In death, you've become a symbol of the right, therefore you're divisive. You should have known to have the good nature not to get your throat cut by a black man. That's your fault. It's an outrage. Meanwhile, George Floyd has a gold fucking casket. There's not a day goes by now you don't read a story of some insane, some of the most like fucking straight up dystopian, like something right out of like fucking Mouth of Madness or something. Some insane act of violence, murder, crazy fucking shit. And you just know. You're like, check the criminal record. I bet they've been let out for crimes over and over again. Ah, there it is. Here's one. I'll save you the rest. Man brutally murdered an innocent gas station clerk in Fort Myers is a Haitian illegal alien that was caught and released by Biden in 2022. What an act of savagery. Beats a woman to death in broad daylight in a gas station with a fucking hammer. Well, I'm sure he's a good man. It's probably just, he probably faced a lot of systemic racism. And after all, we don't know if he's competent to stand trial, right? We don't know. He probably came from a difficult upbringing in Haiti. We shouldn't have to live with savages like that. Rob, murders are very low and there's other things that are more important and blah, blah, blah. The entire fundamental premise is that people that are white are oppressors and evil and terrible. And people that are men are oppressors and evil and terrible. And people that are Christians are oppressive and evil and terrible. And people that are United States citizens are oppressive and evil and terrible. And that the entire world is binary. And one side of the equation is oppressive and evil and terrible, and the other side's oppressed and victims. And if you're oppressed and a victim, then the ends always justify the means. These acts of heinous violence and murders are just the most clarifying position as to why. It's the easiest way for you to see. But make no mistake, it matriculates right down to the fucking Somali daycare worker that's getting millions of dollars. It's bad enough that the American dream's been sold out for so many people in this country. But to do it while simultaneously shoving this shit in their face, telling them diversity is your strength, and if you don't like this, you're racist, and you have to accept all of this money to these Somalians, and you have to accept that there'll be certain amounts of violence and blah, blah, blah from people in these communities. Fuck you! We do not have to accept that. black woman in Charlotte, North Carolina, rammed a male cop with her car. She gets released on $3,000 bond, and while out in bond, rams another man with her car, and so she gets released on a $10,000 bond. She probably had a difficult upbringing. Right? We're forced to tell all these lies. We have to just fucking... all these lies that we can see that we're told to tell. I was talking about this on the extravaganza today. You know how long I debated the trans issue for years? And people would point to every medical journal. Medical journal says that these treatments, puberty blockers, surgeries for underages, etc., they're very effective, very effective. You'd read the studies, you'd try to parse through them, and the studies were a joke. They were like online surveys and shit. Even the United Kingdom eventually outlawed puberty blockers and shit for trans children, saying, look, all the research is very shoddy. Didn't matter. Point to all these medical journals. Oh, it says it's good. It says it's good. Now, the medical journals are starting to say, if you chop off your kid's penis, it doesn't help him. Probably makes it worse for him. No. Debate after debate I had. They point to the authorities. We have to just believe the... There's no competitive advantage for biological males over biological females in sports. Prove it. As if, like, the entire history of sports doesn't prove it. But we had to believe the lie. You get kicked off social media for saying that there was only two genders. I lived through it, especially over on Twitch. We have to believe that being a woman or a person of color is a disadvantage in so many areas. Now, the truth is, in some areas it is. But in many areas, it's an advantage. You can celebrate if you're a woman, pride in being a woman. You can celebrate if you're a person of color, pride in that. Go ahead and try that if you're white. Try it if you're a man. See what happens. We can celebrate the country becoming less white. If the black population falls by 2%, you think we could celebrate that? You think people would be down with that? Pittsburgh, city that's closest to me.
Nobody knows where they might end.
There are people celebrating. Thank goodness it's all people of color graduating from medical school here.
Nobody knows where they...
You posted that same image and it was almost all white people and said, thank goodness it's all white people. How do you think that'd fly? By the way, I didn't talk about it much, but remember the famous paper that was touted everywhere for years about how black babies that were born to white doctors had a lower mortality rate? Remember that? Well, it turns out it was bullshit. When they factored in the variable of baby weight, it all disappeared. But you know what that same study did find? That white babies born to black doctors did worse. But no one gave a shit about that. Didn't give a shit. I hear about systemic racism all the time. It's always like third order consequence. Well, because you have to have so much money to get this type of loan, and black people traditionally don't have that much money, that's racism. Well, that test said you had to score so high, and since most black people don't score that high, that's racism. But what about the policies that directly punish some racism benefit others? Why don't we ever talk about that with systemic racism? Here's Mamdani sharing some of the details of his new plan here in New York.
The inequities in this city, the racial inequities, are stark. We are talking about findings that have shown that the wealth of a median white household in this city is more than $200,000, while that of a black household is less than $20,000. This is not an indictment of any one New Yorker. It is an indictment, however, of policies and politics that have persisted for far too long. Our commitment now is to act upon these findings, to do so in concert with New Yorkers' comments, as we've now opened a public comment period for the next 30 days to ensure that we have a city where we are reckoning with the long history of racism here and starting to act upon a framework that puts equity right at the center of it.
Shift the tax burden from overtaxed homeowners in the outer boroughs to more expensive homes in richer and whiter neighborhoods. Just imagine the balls it would take for a politician to say, we're going to shift the tax burden to fuck. Hey, hell, you don't even have to say blacker. You do know when it comes to median income that whites aren't the top in the United States. How about Ashkenazi Jews? How about Americans, or how about people from India? There's all sorts of Asian races that are higher than whites. Imagine if I ran for office and said, we're going to shift the tax burden from these poorer white neighborhoods to these wealthier Asian neighborhoods. How do you think that would go down? Here's someone on Mamdani's team talking about it.
This plan was born during a defining moment in our city's history, when New Yorkers were in the streets in the midst of a global pandemic, calling for justice, demanding accountability, and bearing witness to brutality unfolding on our streets and on our screens. In that moment, our city was asked to reckon with the deep systemic inequities that have long shaped life here and to do better. New Yorkers across all 5 boroughs answered that call. Their voices, their advocacy, and their persistence are what brought us to this moment. The release of the preliminary citywide racial equity plan is a reflection of that collective mandate.
You see, somehow it's all about George Floyd and, some shit or whatever. So, says this woman, it looks like she has KFC on each side of her head. Oh, look at this. Wait, what? Nigerians? Something, I don't know if there's something that's going on, but like, fuck. But
Dollar on my mind, Nigeria on my plate. On my little phone, I dey buy a stage. Yesterday we small change that I bundle. Now my wallet heavy like Toyota Tundra. Neighbors in my house say, who be this uncle? I say na small internet also no wahala. I shout, yes sir! When the chart go higher, eating fried plantain with American swagger. My mama asks, you sure say this thing legal? I say, mommy relax, I be digital eagle. Cryptocurrency, turn me to big baller. From one small room to mansion with crawler. New Tundra outside, see the paint color. Everybody shout, I'ma send me the dollar. Cryptocurrency, money just a shower. 100,000 plus every blessed hour. I dey thank God, I dey thank my root. And now why my laugh on they sound like power. My guy dey vexy, teach me that thing. I say, best buy data make a hearing. He say, Omo, you can't speak for him. I say, bro, na accent of the winning team. I dey drop suya, but I talk like cowboy. Howdy, partner. As I count my coins, I stay at the jail. Look me like I be envoy. I pay out right, man, no fi hide enjoy. Cryptocurrency, turn me to big baller. From one small room to mansion with crawler. New Tundra outside, see the paint color. Everybody shout, I'ma send me the dollar. Cryptocurrency, money just a shower. 100,000 plus every blessed hour. I dey thank God, I dey thank my root. And now I my laugh when they sound like power. From Okada to Tundra, from neighbor generator to solar. From who you be to saw we hell ya. Or become my coin to Zangala, Zanga. Cryptocurrency, turn me to big baller. From one small room to mansion with crawler. New Tundra outside, see the paint color. Everybody shout, I'ma send me the dollar. Cryptocurrency, money just a shower. 100,000 plus every blessed hour. I dey thank God, I dey thank my root. And now why my laugh when they sound like power. Dollar on my mind. Dollar.
The fuck is going on tonight? Just went black for me for a while there. I rebooted the computer up. I don't know. Weird shit. Anyways, let's read some super chats. See what we got going on tonight. Vita. $2 says Australian war hero now jailed by same people he fought for. Yeah, that he fought, right. We covered this in the extravaganza yesterday. Yeah, it was fucking nuts. Absolute terrible. Crazy shit. Jesse Marquez, $10 says, someone post there's a third option meme, right? And then Kyle ran a mile, $2 says, big baller brother to the Coach Mim #1? I don't know. Anyways. Mr. Ubercross, thanks so much. $20 says, just got here. But on your community page, I posted my fun interaction with your new crypto scammers. I was going to invest in the scam, but I was super busy and couldn't get to it. Yeah, fuck those Nigerians. It's just... is going on? What is this shit in the screen here? Jeez. Sorry about that, Uber Crows. Hey, thanks for the $20. I don't know. Can't wait for this new computer to get here. I don't know what's going on. Keeps glitching out on me here today or something. And then Wade Boggs, what an absolute hero. $100 says crypto super big investment chat whip wheel advice featuring normal America or normal Rob Noerr American. Damn. It's quite the title. Thanks, Wade. Amazing. Oh, man. Yeah, first investment. You think I'd... I should contact the Nigerians and be like, listen, I'm not going to send you any money, but I have an idea. If this scamming shit's not working out for you, have you considered using AI to create whip songs and then charging people to play them? Could be lucrative. I don't know what's going on in Nigeria there. I don't know. But it could be an opportunity. That's all I'm saying. Could be. I don't think that asking about it is going to help. I think I'm just going to have to wait until a human being from X decides to talk to me. Arvo, $10 says, all right, guys, we got a new word we can't say. Thank you. Appreciate the $10. I have no idea what you're talking about, though. Ask the Nigerians to call in. I think they've done more than enough today. I covered this in the extravaganza, but forgive me. Well, yeah, let's cover this first. So this is a clip from CBS doing the hospice scam. They've finally been shamed into doing it, and it's outrageous. But credit where credit's due. I guess better late than never for mainstream news to do something. So here's a little 2-minute segment on one of these doctors. One LA doctor is associated with 126. Why is this not audio? Well, whatever. They went to check it out. 126 people tied to his hospice. And what was the amount? According to state. Yeah. So they went to check him out.
All right. Elevator.
That first hospice was a little bit of a surprise. People were inside. They were willing to talk to us.
Dr. Rajiv Buva is the medical director here, and we're just trying to get some information about it. He's not? No. Was he at some point?
Yes, he was.
But you're telling me he no longer is associated with you guys? No. Was he at some point?
My name is Adi Yamaguchi. I'm a correspondent with CBS News, and we're doing a story about hospice, how often he's here.
I didn't see him long time.
All right, so I knocked on the door. Dr. Buva came out, surprisingly spoke to me for about 20 or so minutes. He knew exactly who I was. He was very familiar with our reporting and immediately said, I don't know what else I can tell you. You guys seem to be doing your thing. There's nothing really for me to add. I said that I'm here because your name comes up as medical director across dozens and dozens of hospices across LA County, and that this is something that both the state and federal government will call up as potential warning signs for fraud. Again, not accusing him of anything, but that it does raise a flag. We'll see if he is willing to talk to us again. He said he wouldn't close the door on it, but we'll have to see. As he asked, I obliged. I brought this with us, and we knocked on his door several times. As we walked up, we could hear people inside. We heard voices through the cracked window. As soon as we rang that first doorbell, things went silent. And we stood there for about 5 minutes or so, giving him every opportunity to come out and talk to us. And I think he's made his decision. He's got my email address, he's got my phone number. There are many ways he can reach me, so we'll see if he does.
Let's for a second assume that's not fraud. Right? For a second, let's assume that. This is a country where one person can claim to be the medical director, not of 126 hospice patients, 126 hospice companies, and make millions upon millions upon millions of dollars. Audio only goes up that high. I have it maxed out when it comes to some of these X videos. Don't blame me, blame CBS. If that's true, that in itself is an outrage. That's allowed to occur. Dr. Rajal Guhev, or whatever the fuck his name is. But you know it's fraud. It's a slap in the fucking face. Again, do you ever feel like you're the only fucking sucker that's playing by the rules? It's everywhere. Pennsylvania has, I don't know, maybe we're number 3 now. Number 2 or number 3 in gas prices, high gas prices, because we have such a high state tax on gas here. Theoretically, it's to keep the roads repaired. Good fucking luck. We raise more and more money. We spend more and more. We see less and less. Everybody's got their fingers in the fucking pie. Just idiots like me. And probably most of you that are out there working. Well, now I'm not working. I sit in my ass and play whip songs and get scammed by Nigerians. But you get the point. It's so demoralizing. It really is. Now, here's the story I covered on the extravaganza today that I think is worth mentioning. We talk a lot about bad things that are occurring in this country. It's frustrating. Things that are occurring culturally, politically, you name it. And I talk all the time about not getting blackpilled. Now, I talk about what that means to me as an individual. I'll be dead. No one will remember the political fights I fought. The people that will remember me is my wife, my son, my family, my neighbors, my friends, my community, for a little while. But that's what it means to be a good person. Do well to the people around you, first and foremost. And yes, try to do well for your community and your country, of course. If we lose, we lose, but try to do the right thing. But there's also more to that than not being blackpilled. Blackpill's the ultimate submission. Look, you very well may face a political or cultural battle and put energy into it and lose. You may. But you want to know how you're guaranteed to lose? By becoming blackpilled and checking out. And I thought that J.D. Vance did a very good job of illustrating this point in a speech that I heard here today. So let's listen to this. It's about 2 minutes.
The piece of advice I'd give to you, and I give it to American students, American conservatives in particular, is resist the temptation to think that victory is immediate or that we're going to win back our civilization through instant gratification. I mean, this institution was founded in 1996. It's far more influential than it was back then, but I think a lot of people, this is particularly true in the United States of America, if they see something that the administration does they don't like, they say, oh, that's not what we voted for, we're going to check out of politics. No. That's the exact wrong response. If we do something you don't like, the response should be to get more involved, to make your voice heard, and to try to push things in the direction that you want them to be pushed. Our civilization was not built overnight. It's not going to be saved overnight. And so what I'd encourage you to do is stay involved, be patient, and don't let disappointment turn to checking out of the system entirely. There's way too much of that, I would say, in the Anglo system and the American system. There's way too much, I didn't like this thing that the vice president said, or I didn't like this thing that the president did, and I'm going to completely check out. We call that blackpilling in the United States of America, and blackpilling is how you give power to the forces that are trying to destroy what our ancestors built. We need to take power back from those people and build the kind of institutions that can actually save our societies. It will not happen overnight. It will not happen in the term of one prime minister or one president, but it will happen so long as we keep our faith in God and we work hard to achieve it. That's what we have to do.
I think he's absolutely right. I think that if you get blackpilled and you're like, that's it, there's no hope, check out. Well, then you've lost. And instead, what you should do is get more involved politically, more involved culturally. That's what you should do. Now, look, I'm as guilty as anyone. I'm not saying this to brag. It's just true. I've done more for politics than the average person, but I'm nowhere near doing as much as I should. I've knocked on doors. I've done the phone banks. I've went around putting up yard signs. I've gone to the fundraisers. I've helped write speeches. I went to my local Republican meetings and shit like that. But it's nowhere near what someone like Scott Pressler does. So don't take me saying what I'm about to say as be like, Rob thinks he's the big man. No, I'm telling you, I'm part of the problem. Point blank, I could do more. But some of the biggest black pill people, I see them take almost no interest in political mechanisms that they could actually try to have a meaningful difference in, like local elections or primaries. There are people that didn't vote for Trump that are now like, well, now I'm pissed that Trump bombed Iran, so I wouldn't vote for him or Republicans this time. You didn't anyways. Would you abstain? Did you vote for Kamala? Giving in to hopelessness isn't the answer. And Vance is right about another thing there that I talk about a lot. It's not going to be swift change. You could see it. The SAVE Act, pass the SAVE Act, deport fucking 40 million people, do it. It's never going to come that easy. It should. I wish it would, but it won't. Because the type of people that would do those actions have almost no chance of getting elected because they don't have the relationships with the people that would be necessary to finance or give them the connections to win an election, etc. I saw someone mention Yuri Brezhnev. He talked about it would take 2 generations of communist propaganda to take over the economic systems in this country. Once we indoctrinated children for 2 generations, they would have the inroads they needed to take over this country. It's going to take at least that to roll back some of the cultural damage that's been done. Now, that's not great to hear if you're a 40-year-old man like me, 41 to be exact. Maybe in the next 40 years, we'll get back to where we were in the late 80s, early 90s, which still isn't far enough. But it's not going to be there we go, switch. If it is going to be something that occurs fast like that, that's because there's going to be a huge catalyst. And that catalyst ain't going to be fun. But people don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear, look, the change isn't going to be, you're not going to elect, hey, we elected Donald Trump, all of our problems are over. No. Part because Trump don't give a shit about a lot of the problems that you see. He doesn't think they're that big. And even if he did, it's going to be near impossible to fix it in a 4-year period through one presidency. So you trend in the right direction. You make the most of what you have. You understand that your personal life and the things you control are most important. And politically and culturally, you push where you can. You keep making gains to the best of your ability. There'll be stumbles, there'll be falls, there'll be disappointments, but you keep pushing. You have to keep pushing. Six years ago, we could have got banned for having conversations like we had tonight. The Overton window's shifting. Not rapidly, not near as far as where it needs to be, but it is moving. Mr. Ubercross, $50. Thank you so much, man. Says, my father told me he hopes his tombstone says, the world is a better place because he was here. Tried to live my life with that thought in mind. May not be much, but I try to make the world a little better by my effort. Yeah, I agree. I try in my day-to-day interactions, which I think are probably more important than anything I do politically, like just little things. Like if I go get groceries, I try to make sure I'm smiling when I talk to the person that's checking out my groceries. I try to always be positive when I'm in the community, because you never know. Maybe just one positive interaction helps someone that had a shittier day. You don't know. I try to do little things, to make things better. I try to, in my circle of the people that personally know me, I hope that most of the time they're around me, they say, I'm glad he was around. But I digress. Trying to see if I have any. It's very difficult the way I normally do the shows. All these stories I have saved on my X account. I don't have my X account anymore because I got ripped off by Nigerian scammers. The bastards got me. They got me. Take it easy. I can never pronounce your name. Perkunis? Thank you. Have a good one. Yeah, the X. What can you do? Good, I got it. Nice. I got to go to the restroom real quick, so I'll put a song up. Let's see. We'll do a whip song here. I'll head to the restroom. I'll be right back. Let's do this one.
Niger on my plate. On my little phone, I dey buy a stage. Study with small change that I bundle. Now my wallet heavy like Toyota Tundra. Neighbors in my house say, who be this song cool? I say, na small internet also no wahala. I shout, yes sir! When the chart go higher, eating fried plantain with American swagger. My mama asks, you sure say this thing legal? I say, mommy relax, I be digital eagle. Cryptocurrency, turn me to big baller. From one small room to mansion with crawler. New Tundra outside, see the paint color. Everybody shout, I'ma send me the dollar. Cryptocurrency, money just a shower. 100,000 plus every blessed hour. I dey thank God, I dey thank my root. And now why my laugh on they sound like power. My guy dey vex say, teach me that thing. I say, first buy data make a hearing. He say, Omo, you can't dey speak for him. I say, bro, na accent of the winning team. I dey drop suya, but I talk like cowboy. Howdy, partner. As I count my coins, estate agent look me like I be envoy. I pay outright, man, no fee, I enjoy. Cryptocurrency, turn me to big baller. From one small room to mansion with crawler. New Tundra outside, see the paint color. Everybody shout, I'ma send me the dollar. Cryptocurrency, money just a shower. 100,000 plus every blessed hour. I dey thank God, I dey thank my root. And now why my laugh when they sound like power. From Okada to Tundra. From neighbor generator to solar. From who you be to saw we hell ya. Or become my coin to Zangala. Zanga. Cryptocurrency, turn me to big
The fuck is happening? What the fuck was that? Gizmo, thanks, man. $20. Had a good tape. Wanted to pitch in. Hope all is well. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Wait a minute. Let me check my message here. What the fuck? Has that shit been playing all night? What the fuck? Oh, anyways, whatever. What the fuck is that? The fuck? What the fuck? Wait a minute. Are you fucking kidding me? Hello? Yeah? Yeah, I saw. All right. I'm streaming night now. Give me a second. Hey, I got to take this call real quick. Give me a second. You guys can't hear me, right? Okay. All right. I'm muted. What's up? What? No. Fuck that. I don't have money. I'm not sending it. What? Okay. If I push that, you'll give me my account back and stop fucking with my YouTube. All right, but you better not be fucking with me. All right. All right, let's unmute here. All right, can you guys hear me? So, anyways, that's about the show tonight. Before I leave tonight, though, I wanted to talk to you about crypto. There is a lot of exciting opportunities in crypto right now. And I think people are really missing out. I've started to invest in, like diversifying. And I was like, I had concerns with like the blockchain. And so I thought that some tethered assets and some Bitcoin and things like that would be something that would be good to get into. And so I actually got a Bitcoin coach. I got a Bitcoin coach. Coach Mim, that you see here, who is really, it's a crypto coach. And man, I gotta say, Coach Mim, is pretty good, at the coaching of crypto. So, if it's Ethereum that you like, or Vibranium, or Trump coin, Coach Mim probably has something to say. So see if you could find the protected post there from Coach Mim, the crypto mentor, that could coach you. And we all know that the crypto options out there are just the best. Is what you want to be in to different types of crypto. You know what? I can't do this. This is fucking bullshit. This is bullshit. This Coach Mim shit's bullshit. These motherfuckers hacked my account, and now they're fucking holding this over my head. Fuck this. Fuck this Coach Mim character that's being pushed. I don't know if Coach Mim's involved in this hack or not. I didn't say this shit. I didn't get a new truck. I didn't get a fucking new house. I didn't do any of that. I didn't. And just because these motherfuckers somehow hacked this, and then they're able to fucking get in, and they started somehow hacking my fucking YouTube channel in some way, like I...
On my mind, Niger on my plate. On my little phone, I dey buy a state. Study with small change that I bundle. Now my wallet heavy like Toyota Tundra. Neighbors in my house,
What
say,
the
who be
fuck
this
is
song?
going-
I say na small internet also no wahala. I shout, yes sir! When the chart go higher, eating fried plantain with American swagger. My mama asks, you sure say this thing legal? I say, mommy relax, I be digital eagle. Cryptocurrency, turn me to big baller. From one small room to mansion with crawler. New Tundra outside, see the paint color. Everybody shout, I'ma send me the dollar. Cryptocurrency, Money just a shower, 100,000 plus every blessed hour. I dey thank God, I dey thank my root, and now why my laugh on they sound like power. My guy dey vexy, teach me that thing. I say, first buy data make a hearing. He say, Omo, you can't speak for him. I say, bro, na accent of the winning team. I dey jump so yeah, but I talk like cowboy. Howdy, partner. As I count my coins, I stay at the jail, look me like I be envoy. I pay outright, man, no fee, I enjoy. Cryptocurrency, turn me to big baller. From one small room to mansion with crawler. New Tundra outside, see the pink color. Everybody shout, Omo, send me the dollar. Cryptocurrency, money just a shower, 100,000 plus every blessed hour. I dey thank God, I dey thank my root, and now why my laugh when they sound like power. From Okada to Tundra, from neighbor generator to solar. From who you be to saw, we hear ya, or become my coin to Zangala, Zanga. Cryptocurrency, turn me to big baller. From one small room to mansion with crawler. New Tundra outside, see the pink color. Everybody shout, come on, send me the dollar. Cryptocurrency, money just a shower, 100,000 plus every blessed hour. I dey thank God, I dey thank my root, and now why my laugh when they sound like power. Dollar on my mind. Dollar.
Well, what an unfortunate turn of events. The damn Nigerians. Damn them! Damn these Nigerians. I won't give in to their weird crypto schemes. The bastards! I just don't know. You invested $10? Coach Mim got you? No! Coach Mim strikes again. They took my ex. Now they're running roughshod over my YouTube. They actually cut in on a whip song. I'm surprised Wade Boggs is probably on his way right now to fucking Nigeria. Yeah, don't trust Coach Mim. I don't know, maybe Coach Mim. In fairness, I can't say not to trust Coach Mim because maybe they're getting fucked with too. I don't know. Whoever the bastard was that hacked my account. Nigerian bastards. Mr. Ubercross, thanks for being a member for 12 months, says, Rob, you didn't hit the mute a moment ago. What? I don't know. I feel like the hackers fucking with my buttons here. GG, $2 says, 120,000 yesterday. This is the least I can do. Well, that's great. Thank you, GG. The crypto working out for you. Wow. Coach Mim crushing it. Brian Shapiro. Oh, my goodness. I don't know about that. My goodness. What a crazy evening. I had no idea Nigerians were fucking putting up that's I wondered. I was like, I didn't even name tonight's show. How'd that work? America the Best Super Awesome Raise Money Crypto Show with Real Rob Noerr. What a crazy name for a show. My goodness. Unreal. Well, Real Bob Noerr. I don't know. Who knows what those Nigerians are thinking? I owe one whip song for the great Wade Boggs, who I think left. Apparently we didn't get to the Nigerians' goal of $2,000. If I'm quite honest, that sounded ambitious. $2,000? The Nigerians were trying to... what is that? Like 1 Ethereum? I don't know. I'm not really into the fucking crypto game. I don't know much about it. I'm confused by the whole operation. Is that what happened with Coach Mim? Anything possible? Well, there you go. Take it from Imaginarium. A real believer in Coach Mim. I would feel bad if Coach Mim is also just someone who's been hacked. We don't know. Or it's someone who's not been hacked and they're just like, we're hackers and we just want to. It's sort of like the old, like, if you're the KKK, then you just say you like people you don't so that everyone hates them. Maybe Coach Mim stood up against the hackers, and so now the hackers are besmirching Coach Mim's reputation, right? By being like, let's hack accounts, and then from those hacked accounts, talk glowingly of Coach Mim so that people assume Coach Mim's in on the scheme. I don't know. Wage flight leaves tomorrow. Rob Coin. I don't know. I got to talk to the Hawk Tua girl and figure out the ethical ways to do a meme coin. I don't think I'll ever be doing a meme coin. Doesn't sound like I could see myself doing some stupid shit, like selling t-shirts with whips on it. That I could see. I don't know that we'll get to the meme coin. What's that? Heads up? Thanks for the 20. Says you're beginning to think I'm not the real Bob Moore? How dare you? Whip coin? I don't know. I don't even know. Who knows? Rug pull coin. Ah, jeez. All right, I owe a whip song for a good friend, Wabe. If you would like to play a whip song, first off, if we get to $300, we'll play another. Gully for $10 says, do you think they messaged Brian Shapiro? I don't know. I know they messaged Robert Whaley and my editor Black Elk and a bunch of other people. So maybe Brian Shapiro got messaged. He'll be doing a stream about it. Rob. So a thing called respect, Rob. Respect. I'm a syndicated radio host. I don't want your cryptocurrency advice. Show me your penis. I'll be like, I'm sorry, Brian, my account got hacked. He'll be negotiating with the Nigerians to see if he could find a picture of my penis. Allegedly. They should not have one. I've been AI. See, I can't throw 3 fingers in front of my face. Is that good enough? Is that good enough? I don't think the Coach Mim hijacked my ex. I don't know. But my ex was hijacked by Nigerians that then texted my phone and wanted $200. I can't say it's Coach Mim, though. They just started posting shit about Coach Mim. Rotten bastards. It's real. It's funny because I think I'm more problems for them than they're worth it, because when I keep going live, it lets me go live to that X account and then they have to remove it. I'm going to fucking go live like 500 times a day on X just to make those fuckers have to keep fucking removing it. Just give me the account back, you shitheads. I didn't give my account to Nigerian scammers. They took it. Please don't drag Coach Mim. Coach Mim doesn't deserve it. True. I'll be honest. I do like that Nigerian crypto song. I enjoyed it. Fuck you guys if you didn't like it. I thought it was fun. My favorite's when he's trying to sound American. He's like, howdy. I sound like a cowboy. Howdy. Buddha Customs, $5 says, Coach showed me how to live tax-free, get free healthcare, and crypto advice. All I have to do is wear colorful curtains and Jesus sandals. There you go. There you go. Now we can at least get to our normal. Okay. Kyle ran a mile. Chimes in with a $1.05. Look at that. That'll give us 2 whip songs. Thank you so much. We can at least get to 357. I think that's reasonable. That's the normal amount we're cheering for. For the Nigerians, put up 2,000 is my goal. All right, I owe 2 whip songs. Apologies to everyone that leaves, because which songs are the worst? They are the worst. The only thing worse than these whip songs is getting hacked by Nigerians. Light emo too. Where's the music folder? There we go. No, I don't want that. There we go. I won't let them hack the whip songs though. Oh, good gracious.
There's a whip, there's a way, where there's a whip, there's a way. We don't want to go to war today, but the Lord of the Lash says, nay, nay, nay. We're gonna march all day, all day, all day. Where there's a whip, there's a way. Crack on the back says we're gonna fight. We're gonna march all day and night and more, for we are the slaves of the Dark Lord's war.
Mr. Rubicross, $5, thank you. Says after you pay them $200, can't they just demand another into infinity? Paying scammers is bad business. X needs to fix. That's exactly my thoughts. What if I pay them and they're like, I wouldn't pay them anyways. But even if I did, if they were just like, okay, send us another. So now I'm good. I'm not sending them a dime. Look, I understand there's a lot of people on X. They have a skeleton crew that's running it, but a bit frustrating to see them acknowledge. I mean, I have the fucking screenshot of the text message of them asking, basically extorting me for the money. Any human that looks at it for 5 minutes would be able to see, like, yeah. I mean, not to mention, you could see my face streaming to that X account, every night for the past year and a half. So, I mean, it's not like there's a question of who the person was behind the account. Anyways, 80s hard rock anthem. Enjoy. I hear Nigerians really like this. And yes, I saw Imaginarium said, we don't really know if it's Nigerians. The phone number was just Nigerian. I choose to believe it's Nigerians. In my head canon, it's fucking Nigerians.
There's a way, well there's a way, there's a way. We don't want to go to war today, but the Lord of the Lash says nay, nay, nay. We're gonna march all day. All day, all day. Well, there's a way. There's a way. Well, there's a way. There's a way. There's a way. There's a way. Left, right, left, right, left. Well, there's a
they got this shit in Nigeria? You think they got rock and roll like this? Fuck you! That's right. Eli Shane, $2 says thoughts on Massachusetts social media ban. It's the first I heard of it. I'll have to look it up. I guess I don't. They banned all social media in Massachusetts. I find that hard to believe. I'll have to look into it, see what the specifics are. We are $52 away from our normal goal of $357. Of course, if we don't meet that goal on YouTube here, somehow the Nigerians will celebrate. I'll have to do some more crypto streams to make up the difference. Give you my great crypto advice. For school children under 14. Sure, ban them. That is Rocket's Red Glare. North Carolina will now use jury lists to find illegal aliens and remove them from voter registration. Excellent. I'll give you some real crypto advice if you guys want. I'll give you some real gold here. You ready? Crypto is on the blockchain. And so consider that when you're choosing to invest in crypto. And diversify. Diversity is your strength when it comes to crypto. Buddha Customs, thanks for the $2, says was going to send you more, but crypto, Yeah. Oh, come on. What's the blockchain? Oh, I'm not even going to dignify that with an answer. We all know the blockchain. So, if you're asking what the blockchain is, why don't someone in the audience will tell you? I'm not even going to answer that. Someone in the audience will say what the blockchain is. They'll tell you, but I'm not going to do that. That's crazy. I'm so far beyond that with my crypto advice. Right. See? It's a block, and then it's a chain. I guess. Here, I'll show you a picture. Can't believe you've never seen this. I can't find it. It's kind of hard. They do keep these things under wraps. Here, I think I found it. There it is. It needs zoomed in, but how do I zoom in? Is there a plus sign or something? Zooming. Yeah, I'm assuming there's a way to zoom in somehow. Oh, there you have it. That's the blockchain. So now you know. And that's how you know it's protected. Control plus here. Okay. There, see? Blockchain. And so no one can get your money because that protects it. The blockchain's protecting your money. Now you get it. Now you know. When you're putting your money in, that's what's protecting it. That's why people don't fuck with your crypto. Would you? You going to try? You're not going to try to take crypto with the blockchain, right? Not happening. So, let's see. Buddha Customs, $2. His first rule to crypto, never talk about blockchain. Well, that's true. You'd want, it's like owning a pit bull or something. You want it to be a surprise. Baxter Boy, $5. Thank you. That is safe money right there. Don't get better than that. We can trust the FDIC or the blockchain. Who are you going to trust? I know who I'm trusting. Federal guaranteed money. No, thank you. The blockchain has my back. All righty. Well, we're don't make me do math. $42 away from our normal goal. Of course, we're only 16% of the Nigerian crypto dude school. I just take a moment when I fail my goals like this. And at moments like this, I always ask myself, what would Coach Mim say? What would Coach Mim say? There is another whip song, or another crypto song I've heard. You want to hear the version you haven't heard? Here. A freebie.
Dollar on my mind, 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 dollar on my mind. I draw my plate from my new phone. I dey buy a street. Started with small change that I bundle. Now my wallet heavy like Toyota Tundra. Neighbor see my house, say, who be this uncle? I say, now small internet hustle, no wahala. I shout, yes sir, when the chat go higher. Eating fried plantain with American swagger. My mama asks, you sure say this thing legal? I say, mommy, relax, I be digital ego. Cryptocurrency, tell me to be baller. From what small room to mansion with crawler. New Tundra outside, see the paint color. Everybody shout, send me the dollar. Cryptocurrency, money just they shower. 100,000 plus, every blessing hour. I did thank God, I did thank my router. Now I my life, gun they sound like power. My guy they vex, say teach me that thing. I say, first buy data, make a hearing. He say, you can't they speak foreign. I say, bro, na accent of the winning team. I they drop suya, but I talk like cowboy. Howdy, partner, as I count my coins. Estate agent look me like a BM boy. I pay out right, man, no fi hide enjoy it. Cryptocurrency, turn me to big baller. From one small room to mansion with crawler. New Thunder outside. See the paint color. Everybody shout, send me the dollar. Cryptocurrency, money just they shower. 100,000 plus, every blessed hour. I dey thank God, I dey thank my router. Now why my life gun they sound like power. From From Okada to Tundra, from neighbor generator to solar, from Puberty to we hail ya. All because my coin do Zangala, Zanga. Cryptocurrency, turn me to big baller. From one small room to mansion with crawler. New Tundra outside, see the paint color. Everybody shout no more, oh more. Send me the dollar. Cryptocurrency, money just they shower. 100,000 plus, every blessed hour. I dey thank God, I dey thank my router. Now why my laugh come they sound like power.
I actually like that version better, but I thought the words were harder to understand. I mean, the Nigerians that hacked my YouTube thought that it was harder to understand. Moda Customs, $5 says, any advice on the DI crypto stock? I think it doesn't meet the standards, but can still meet the bar. Well, everybody knows sometimes you eat the bar, sometimes the bar eats you. So keep that in mind, you know. I'm very pleased with that song. I'm very pleased. You like the first version better? Well, to each their own. No speaking for taste of the Nigerian cryptocurrency. I like, I think I see no reason that song can't win a Grammy. That's all I'm saying. It's diverse. It's ethnic. It's on the cutting edge. Cryptocurrency. How many songs about cryptocurrency out there? Think about that. Especially from Nigerians. The bar for opening a new crypto investments is very low. That's true. Yeah, the people love it. Cryptocurrency, send me $1. Oh. Yeah, man. Maybe I'll get the band together. We'll perform that one live at DebateCon. What do you think? It'll be good. Of course, your boy on vocals, you know.
Rob, I think they're hacking us again. Where they're
No,
hacking us again. No.
I don't think they are doing that. No, they're not. I assure you. Send me the $1. Absolutely would have just done these crypto songs instead of whip songs. There you go. We're going to have to start another wheel of just crypto fucking AI songs. Nope. Nigerians ain't playing no fucking Disney whip song. Not happening. Not happening. Go talk to their X account at Rob Noerr. Maybe you could convince them. All right. Who's streaming tonight? Who are we going to raid? Someone interesting. Now, what I like is, I hope my audience, when we raid over to people, help give them advice. And I feel like now you're all prepared to give crypto advice. Right? I think. Cool Vic's on. Let's raid Cool Vic. So you let Vic know about cryptocurrencies. You know, the blockchain. It's like a big ball and chain with a big block and teeth that attacks people trying to get your money.
Or hear me out here. If we could whip for another 20 minutes out there, people, then we could just raid the invasion, right? All right. So
now wait a minute. Is that happening tonight?
It's on the schedule.
Andrew said it wasn't happening tonight.
It's on the schedule.
Well, if it's
You want me-
on there, unless he forgot to.
I literally just clicked the button. Members only. Oh, members only. Oh,
I don't know if I could read
I
that
don't think
one.
we read that. I should have read that.
He mentioned tonight, he said I was going to do a members only tonight, but that's going to be put off till tomorrow. But maybe he decided. But yeah, there you go.
Hey, did you hear the news?
What's that?
I'm going to South Carolina to
For
Andrew's debate.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't hear.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so
Verso
I'll be
and
there in person. So anybody here, if you are at Andrew's debate, stop by. I'll be wearing a normal America from Northwestern.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good debate, man. Owen Schroyer
and hat.
Nice. I don't have a black hat. I need to get one.
So it's really cool. So you guess how it happened. So I woke up and I get this phone call. He goes, you'll guess who. He goes, what are you doing? And I'm sitting here. He goes, no, what are you doing on the 27th? I go, I don't know. He goes, you're not going to Andrews? I go, that's in South Carolina. He goes, that's where I live. I'm sending you a ticket. I had a ticket right on the spot.
I know who it probably was.
So yeah. So I had a full ticket, full ride. So I guess I'm going. So shout out to Big Jungle F for sending me all the way to all the way down there, and we're gonna have a fun time. So stop by and say hi to Jungle F and Avarice.
Yeah, you should go to that debate. It's going to be at the University of South Carolina. It'll be Andrews debating Owen Schroyer on the Trump presidency. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, the Crucible's scheduled tonight here to do a members-only stream at midnight, so it looks like that's probably happening. We're going to raid over to Cool Vic. Yeah, of course you could wear my hat during your streams. Please, you don't even have to ask. Thank you. I'm honored. Now, we did fall $37 short of our goal. That's okay. I'll just have to work it off in the Nigerian mines or something. The Bitcoin mines of Nigeria, you know. That's the breaks, I guess. It's all right. We'll live. Tomorrow, Thursday, no prep debate, so it'll be a normal show. I'll be doing the extravaganza unless something comes up. Seek Coach Mim out for financial advice at times like these. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even think the powerful Coach Mim could help me this fine evening. But I do know Speakeasy said with the no prep debates, he has a lot of people lined up. So it should be fun. Looking forward to hitting it hard here in the coming weeks. I don't know. Let me see here. Oh, yeah, we have that. Let me see here. We probably won't do the Charlie thing because the way it was set up today, it didn't have the intro or outro video up, so I don't know how to play that. So we'll just do an outro. But please say a prayer for Charlie Kirk and his family. Thank you guys so much. All joking aside with this fucking Nigerian hack thing, I do apologize to people that follow me on X that now have to put up with your fucking inbox being spammed by some fucking asshole hacker. I am really sorry. On one hand, it is my fault for not having two-factor authentication. On the other, I didn't have a weak password. I didn't click on any weird fucking links, so I don't know what happened. Someone told me that my mistake may have been that I had the same password on multiple things, and that if your password, like, let's say PlayStation Network gets hacked, and my password's the same there as it was on X, that they sell, like, the passwords in bunches, and it could have been something like that. I don't know, but I do apologize to anyone that's been inconvenienced through my laziness. I am sorry for that, for real. I will try my best to get that account back and at least deactivate the account, if nothing else. But, I do feel bad. So thank you so much to all my editors. Thank you to Black Elk. Thank you to Avarice. I really appreciate
Dollar on my mind, Niger on my plate. On my little phone, I dey buy a state. Study with small change that I bundle. Now my wallet heavy like Toyota Tundra. Neighbors in my house say, who be this uncle? I say, na small internet also no wahala. I shout, yes sir! When the chart go higher, eating fried plantain with American swagger. My mama asks, you sure say this thing legal? I say, mommy relax, I be digital eagle. Cryptocurrency, turn me to big baller. From one small room to mansion with crawler. New Tundra outside, see the paint color. Everybody shout, I'ma send me the dollar. Cryptocurrency, money just a shower. 100,000 plus every blessed hour. I dey thank God, I dey thank my root. And now why my laugh on they sound like power. My guy dey sexy, teach me that thing. I say, first buy data make a hearing. He say, Omo, you can't dey speak for him. I say, bro, na accent of the winning team. I dey drop suya, but I talk like cowboy. Howdy, partner. As I count my coins, estate agent look me like I be envoy. I pay outright, man, no fee, I enjoy. Cryptocurrency, turn me to big baller. From one small room to mansion with crawler. New Tundra outside, see the paint color. Everybody shout, I'ma send me the dollar. Cryptocurrency, money just a shower. 100,000 plus every blessed hour. I dey thank God, I dey thank my root. And now why my laugh when they sound like power. From Okada to Tundra. From neighbor generator to solar. From who you be to saw, we hell ya. Or become my coin to Zangala. Zanga. Cryptocurrency, turn me to big baller. From one small room to mansion with crawler. New Tundra outside, see the paint color. Everybody shout, I'ma send me the dollar. Cryptocurrency, money just a shower. 100,000 plus every blessed hour. I dey thank God, I dey thank my root. And now why my laugh when they sound